What is the Rally Rewards leaderboard?
It is every week you can go to rally.io/creator or just hit on the Discover Coins button in the menu options on rally.io. But every week, Rally gives people money. So they give you the ticker symbol RLY. They give you Rally rewards every week if you hold coins that are in engaged communities. So what is an engaged community? Anytime, let's look at one. Let's go to last week, and we're going to look at VCTMS. They were on top of the rewards leaderboard last week. So I did that. I just went to scroll down from Discover Coins, click the rewards button, and then you can change this menu option to look at the leader for last week or who's leading so far this week. But we see they got about 54,000 Rally rewards for their whole coin last week. So how do you get these rewards? How are they calculated? We went over a different video about this, but I'm going to give you a bit more strategy in this one. You see that the average balance this week for this coin is 433,000. That number is referring to the total Rally backing. Right now, it's actually 455,000. You take that number minus the average balance over the last 4 weeks, and that will tell you how far in rewards they are. So if this were like 235,000, they would not be on top of this leaderboard. They would be somewhere like towards the bottom of the people who are still in rewards, but they're not getting that many. So, I'm not going to scroll down all the way, but you can see the number going down as we go down the load more button. Like the number goes down because these people might not be 200,000 Rally over their average balance over the last 4 weeks. They might only be like 50,000 ahead or 20,000 ahead or, so on and so forth. That's how you can track who is going to lead the reward. So if you come to the chart, this is called technical analysis for any newbies out there. You are looking at the numbers of the coin, not like what not their overall goals of the coin. The overall goals of it would be listed in coin uses and benefits. So he doesn't have any listed here. Let's find one. So Brandon Powell from the Los Angeles Rams, he just launched on Rally, and he does have things listed under his coin uses and benefits. He says what his economy is going to be all about, how he's going to have utility in it. Those are fundamental analysis. Technical analysis is just looking at these charts. So usually you want to come over to the Rally chart, not the USD chart, because the USD prices in both the price of Rally and the price of this coin together. We'll probably do a separate video on that. But for right now, just look at the Rally chart because that's only tracking how well this coin in and of itself is doing. So if we look over, I usually like to come out to 3 months at least if that's available for a coin. But you'll look over 3 months as we see if we go back to November from the time of this video, you see it was at 0.6 Rally, went down to 0.58, spiked up for a hot second, then dumped back down to about 0.55. All right, so if it was at 0.55 at the end of January, I know that if it's at 1.22 now, obviously that's over double what it was at. So there's a very good chance that, unless somebody sells a lot of this coin, I could have looked at it right about here on January 30th. I could have looked at it right here and said, hey, there's a pretty good chance that this coin, somebody just bought a ton of this. You see that big spike up. Somebody bought a ton of this. So pretty good chance that this is going to be in rewards this week after you see that. So you could just buy some this little, upward incline here, much smaller than this upward incline. But still, that's somebody else who probably looked at it and said, you know what, somebody else bought a ton of this right here. So I can buy a little bit right here. And that will keep me getting these rewards for this coin if you didn't already have some. So that's how people can play the reward system and, try to get in and out of coins. Now, that's one strategy. Other strategies are just, I'm just going to look at the fundamentals of this coin. And if I believe in what they're doing, I'll just hold. I'm not going to try to buy and sell and, time this and, look at my phone every 2 hours to see the price going up and down. You kind of have to be more glued to a screen if you're going to do that, or at least on Saturday nights, you have to be looking at this screen because the rewards reset every Saturday night. So the last week and this week difference is that Saturday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, these reset. So you will see movement on Saturday nights or Saturday during the day of people, trying to get into rewards or somebody selling off their position and they're out of rewards. That is one thing that people do on here. But what's even better to do is find a good coin and stay in there. So it's not, not as exciting as moving it around all the time, but whenever you have a good coin and you're getting consistent rewards every week, it might not have those big spikes. Let's look at these really quickly here. So might not have as many big spikes in it, but you'll sleep well at night knowing that this coin has gotten rewards for the last 4 months. And while I might not get 50% gain in one day, I know that over time I'm going to keep getting these rewards, and that's a very consistent strategy. So you can do a mix of both. You'll find out what type of person you are and how many support coins you like to support. But ones that look like this, slow and steady wins the race. There's no big, huge spikes in this one. It's mostly just up and to the right. So from this point here, in December, it went down a tiny bit. That's called a drawdown. So it had a drawdown from 0.94 rally per coin down to about 0.91. That is not a big drawdown at all. If you go look at any chart, you can do this with any asset. Look at the chart and you're going to see how big is this drawdown on this particular stock or coin or whatever. And that will usually tell you, when everybody's dumping all the other coins, but they hold on to this one, that usually means that's a pretty good one to just chill in. So that is how you read rewards on the platform. We don't give financial advice here. We're not financial advisors, but we recommend going and researching yourself. Look at the different coins. Look at both the fundamental and the technical of a coin. See which ones are good to stay in. It also depends on how much money you have in your account. Sometimes if you have a lot of money in your account, sometimes you're just better off, keeping, if you get a good position, just kind of keep it in there. Because even this one, let's go back to VCTMS. And the all-time chart here, you see it was right at the beginning, it was at 1.06, and let's say somebody bought it down here at the 0.55, all in between these areas. At some point, this was in rewards. So as long as this creator's doing what they're supposed to do, running an active community, eventually it should get back up to where it was before. So that's from August to February. You got a few months in between there. But what I like to do a lot of times is if I get a good rate, I'll just kind of stay in there. Because I know all these ups and downs, they're going to be paying a reward somewhere. So I'd rather get those rewards and, just wait for this creator to do what they're going to do, use their coin in active community. And then if I wanted to pull it out later, you could, but that's my own personal thing, not giving advice on what you should do. But that is how to read the weekly rewards chart and how you guys can be a part of getting some of these rewards with your own portfolio.